Hello, I am Manny,
I'm Aaron.
and today we're going to be talking about Wano Act 3, and it's from 957 to current, which the day we're recording this, it's 1013, and he's finally caught up.
Finally caught up with the anime, and we're going to start the manga soon.
Yeah, so, after recording this, we're going to read the manga, because, I keep telling them that the manga's so good. So as always, I have my list full of everything I try to do it quick. Sometimes I'm missing stuff. I try to write everything. It's so long. So first thing I have, we get news that the Warlords are abolished. That they're finally...
and we get to learn about Garp's Prime.
Yeah, so that's what I have after we have God Valley. And it kind of ties in with Sengoku telling everyone. It's a piece of string. Sengoku telling everyone back in my day.
Yeah, I do like those. Those are interesting, and it's nice seeing the background and learning that all of the warlords were on the same crew.
Oh, you mean the emperors?
Yeah, all the emperors.
Not Shanks.
Big Ma, Kaido, Whitebeard.
And then some other names we do know, like Captain John.
Yeah. They're
and
all
Shiki.
on the same crew? That's crazy.
It was really cool to see. So after we learn about the warlords, and then they actually start to go hunt the warlords, because it's like, you're not part of the pirates anymore. And then they were like, I remember Boa, she's like, do you know why we became warlords?
Yeah.
Because we're strong.
Yeah. So it was kind of funny seeing Buggy, he's like,
oh yeah, Buggy's like,
I gotta get out of here. But Boa is super strong. Who else did they go after? They went after Weasel or Weevil.
Weevil, yeah. I remember Mihawk, and Mihawk's like, it's been a while.
Yeah. So they're gonna have a tough time getting the warlords.
Yeah. Especially, Buggy might be a piece of cake, but he goes back to prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so then after that, I have God Valley. We learned about all the crazy stuff in God Valley about Roger and Garp.
Garp teaming up.
Yeah.
To save a celestial dragon?
Yeah. It's just, I wish we would learn more about it.
Yeah.
But it's still a little shrouded in mystery. So after we go back to present day, kind of, because we learn about Odin's backstory first. So we meet this crazy samurai.
Named Odin.
Yes, and they've been talking about him all the time.
But seeing his full backstory is crazy.
Yeah. You see this list? Look at the list. This is all just in Odin's backstory that I wrote. So we first meet him. We meet the little white boar in Kinemon and Denjiro. And then the next one I have is Whitebeard appears. After that's Toki. He's going to have to hold on. And Toki, he's like, oh, I hear someone. And then he gets off for Toki. And then after that, we have Roger and Whitebeard coming. It's like,
but you're missing a whole bunch of stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just those are just a few things that I have.
Yeah, but just how
because even
Akazuna 9 came together.
Because the Boar and Kinemon, they actually lead to everyone else, the retainers, joining Odin.
Yeah, but none of that. We see Kiku and Kiku's older brother,
Izo, which we actually do know from Whitebeard's crew.
Yeah.
And then we kind of learn why Izo
never came back.
Why Izo's in the war.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
So there's a lot of stuff.
So yeah, then after then Whitebeard appears. Whitebeard says, "Oh, we gotta leave," and then Odin's like, "I want to leave," and then everyone else is telling him no, and then he's got to hold on for 3 days to the chain.
And he was almost an hour. There's an hour left, and he let go to save.
Because he heard a voice. So then he goes to Toki.
Because he's a simp.
He's like Sanji.
Just like Sanji.
Okay, so after Toki, and then he gets on the crew. They join. They have. I don't know when, but they do have a child, Momo, soon. But between all of this, Roger and Whitebeard see each other. Yeah. And I remember when we meet Roger, because they're like, oh, all the animals are running away from this island. It's like, why? Because there's some monsters.
Yeah, but seeing Roger and Whitebeard fight for 3 days and 3 nights was crazy, bro.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts is Marco and Rayleigh. And then Marco tries to attack him, and Rayleigh just stops him one finger.
But not only that, it's just Whitebeard and
I also Roger. I didn't write it, but I remember when Odin's like, oh, I'm gonna fight this guy, and then Roger just cuts him.
Yeah, just straight up.
and then Whitebeard jumps in, and then he's like clashing with
Yeah,
him.
that's what I was gonna say. And they're not even touching.
They're not
It's
even
just
touching.
super strong.
Super strong. So then, obviously, that's when Roger tells Whitebeard, "Hey, I need him."
Yeah.
So then Odin joins Roger's crew, and then we go to all these different places. We go to Skypiea.
All the places.
And that's
we've
why
seen
the message is left there for.
We go to Skypiea. We go to
Jaya.
We go to Fisherman Island.
And then Neptune, they're telling him, "Oh, you're gonna have a child soon." And he's like, "What? I'm not even married."
Yeah, they keep on hearing these Sea Kings talk.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's just Odin's backstory is probably one of the craziest, just because he meets so many important people. So yep. And then after a while, Odin returns to Wano. He realizes Wano's kind of all messed up, but then shortly after returning, that's when he soon gets the news that Roger died, and he's like crying. You know what? I didn't even write that. I forgot. They went to Laugh-Tale.
Yeah. They went to Laugh-Tale, and they saw the truth of the world.
And then they started laughing. So then they said, "Let's name it Laugh-Tale." Yeah. So that's why it's a laughing tale. So that's when
he comes back to Wano being in shambles, and he lost his seat as Shogun,
and he's like, "Well, why is Orochi? I should be in charge." So then that's how the whole argument. He's like, he goes to stop Orochi, and then Orochi has Kaido's backup, and then Orochi also has the Hydra fruit, and then he also has the woman with Bon Clay's fruit, and then he also has the guy with Bartolomeo's fruit. It's just every fruit like
we've
seen them before. So then Orochi's promised to Odin, and then Odin has to dance, and it's
for
actually
5 years,
and it's actually killing time for Kaido and stuff, I believe.
Yeah, they said that they're like, if you took us on right now, there would have been casualties, but you would have won.
Yeah. So then we have Odin versus Kaido, and Odin's just he actually hurts him.
Yeah.
And he almost defeats him if it wasn't for the Bon Clay fruit.
Yeah. So he was really close to beating him.
That's probably one of the craziest things too. She just turns into Momo.
Yeah.
And then it's like Odin's like, "Well, I can't do anything." So then obviously Odin's like, "We're gonna execute you, and you're gonna be boiled." And like, it only makes sense because we keep saying the whole time he's been born to be boiled.
Yeah.
So then obviously he gets boiled. He stays in an hour, and then he saves saves them, I guess.
Yeah.
Saves all the Akazaya members. They all leave back to Toki's castle, and then Toki's actually trying to send them to the future, and then that's kind of where Odin's backstory ends, with his death, Toki's death,
and then
everyone in the future.
We come back to the present where the plan is in shambles.
Yes, so then that's what I have next. Why is the plan in shambles? Because there's a traitor.
Yeah, there's an Among Us.
Someone sus. So then we actually get revealed that it's Kanjuro. Yeah. So we talked about it last episode, but he actually knew who the imposter was.
Yeah, I got spoiled because of a meme showing Crunchyroll's YouTube channel, and the thumbnail was Kanjuro, and the title was Among Us. So I found out that Kanjuro was the imposter, and it was sad to get spoiled that.
So then after Kanjuro reveals it, and then the plan's all ruined, but then Luffy, Law, and Kid come out of nowhere, and they're like, "We're here to save the day." Yeah,
and then we actually find out that the message was misinterpreted by Kinemon.
I didn't write that because, like, Kinemon's message where it's like, "Oh, you have to go to this port because..."
Yeah, it's just super confusing, but, like...
Yeah.
It's so dumb that, like, it's such a coincidence.
Yeah, that they miraculously survived the plan.
Yeah. So everyone's alive, and then we actually meet who Dendro is.
Yeah, so, everyone comes, and then Dendro, or Kyoshiro shows up, and he's like, "Well, I'm actually Dendro."
Yeah.
And everyone is shocked. And it's like, wow. He's a real MVP.
Yeah. So after fighting a couple ships, now we're heading to the...
Well, no. There's one more ship that's wreaking havoc, and we don't know why. Like, it's too far. It's too far to stop us. And then the ship just sinks because of a big water blast. And that's when Jinbei finally comes.
So Jinbei finally comes back to the crew after his little tussle at Whole Cake.
Yeah.
And then we're on to the saddest island in Wano.
So then we finally arrive on Onigashima, where everything's going to take place. The whole raid, everyone's gathering, Kaido's men are partying,
Orochi's men are partying.
Everyone's partying.
Sanji's being a simp. But that comes later.
So then I have this next part. It says I have the pace is weird because we have those few episodes where they get angry that everyone's eating the red soup. And they're spilling it, and then Luffy's getting angry, and so is Zoro.
They all dress up and to hide in the crowd. They go inside, and a couple episodes go by of them just like talking about red bean soup, and some people were talking about drinking, and it was a little slow. I was having trouble kind of like watching it, but after powering through it, it got better.
Yeah, it was only for a few episodes. I think that it was really weird. So then, where do I have this? So then, obviously, we're gonna start the raid and everything. I wrote Marco arrives.
Oh, so we're already like in the raid when we see that actually.
So yeah, I think the raid starts, but I'm not sure. It doesn't like fully start.
Yeah, but the raid is like in its beginning stages. People are fighting, but not everyone knows.
Because Kaido doesn't even know that they're there. So does Orochi. He doesn't really know.
And we find Nekomamushi sailing the sea and going to the island with two people on his boat that we know, Marco and Izo.
And it was so cool to see Izo.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So then after I have Marco arrives, I have Luffy versus Ulti. So that's when Luffy's kind of like sneaking in also. But then Ulti appears and she headbutts him. And then he's like, you know what? That hurt.
Yeah.
So then he's about to go crazy. He hits page 1 and then he's about to hit Ulti. But then a masked man appears and just smacks the crap out of Ulti with the club.
And steals Luffy away.
Yes. So then obviously this masked person says like, my name is Odin.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm Odin. You're not Odin.
Yeah.
Odin's dead.
Yeah. So it was a little confusing, but I kind of already knew who that person was.
So then obviously later on, we get revealed that it's actually, the person's name is, I don't even know, Yamato. I don't think Kaido has a last name.
No.
So yeah. So then actually it's Kaido's son, Yamato, who's actually there to save the day.
Yeah.
And Yamato's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yamato's nice to Luffy, nice to Momo, just different things like that.
Just because he's Odin, you know? he's just a nice dude.
So then after that, I have the Akazaya versus Kanjuro. That's the scene where like they're all. I remember like Kiku's like telling Kanjuro like, "Are you really a traitor? Like I don't want to cut you."
So that one was.
And then they're going back and forth.
Yeah, it was weird to watch because like it was like Kanjuro was using his devil fruit and it was like making it so well. It was making like a stage and it's like I don't know what's real and what's not. And so, but finally Kanjuro gets taken down.
And they defeat him. And so then this is what I have next. I have the raid starts officially because then that's when the Akazaya emerge and it's all black and white. Remember? And they come out and then they
you forget
they strike Kaido.
Yeah, but you forgot everything that happens before that. Kaido is making a speech.
Oh, I see it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I try to make this fast.
So we are about to see Momo get executed by Orochi.
Yeah, because Kanjuro brings him.
And Kaido steps in and says, "Hey, this is my plan, and if you don't follow me, I'll kill you." And then he kills Orochi.
Yeah, and then Orochi's like, "Well, I don't want to go with your plan."
Yeah. So he just decapitates Orochi and
in the middle of everyone. Yeah. And then he tells Orochi's men, "You better join me now, or you're gonna fight me."
Yeah. So.
And they're like, okay, we'll join you."
We'll join you. Yeah, you completely forgot that.
Yeah.
But
so then after that's when
the samurais bust out and actually hurt. Not a lot, but they do.
They strike him in that scar that Odin left him.
Yeah, but like they're all ganging up on him, doing a little bit of damage, and they hit Kaido, and then that's when the raid fully starts.
And somewhere in there, I didn't write it, but I remember Yamato has the cuffs on because Kaido wanted to keep him prisoner. So then Luffy actually rips him off. and then it just had to lead with the whole raid starting because then
because there's a giant explosion.
Yeah, and then Yamato's like, he was gonna kill me. He's not my dad. After I have so that's when they take him. The samurai are fighting Kaido. Kaido takes it to the roof.
Yep.
And then when we go to the roof, that's when the other minks also go to the roof, and we get everyone's Sulong.
We get everyone turning into Sulong fighting Jack.
Because at this point we've only seen not Pedro. We've seen Carrot and Peckham's. And so it was cool to see everyone else because Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, like they're already strong, but they're Sulong. It's
even stronger.
They're super strong.
Like just taking out Jack in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, and then even poor Jack. Jack's like, "Oh, I'm hurt," and then Kaido's like, "Stop hurting my guy."
Yeah, Kaido's like, "I can't let this keep on going." So that's how crazy they were.
So after I have the minks, I have Yamato meets Momo for the first time. That's when Luffy tells Momo like, "Oh, he's gonna watch over you." And then Yamato's like, "Oh, my son."
Yeah, so it was really funny seeing Yamato pretend that he's Kaido and everyone's super confused and Momo's running away with Shinobu.
Yeah, and they're like, "You're not my dad," but it's like, "I'm your dad. Trust me."
Yeah.
Then somewhere in there I also have after that I have the 1000th episode. Which is really cool because it highlights the opening was cool.
Yeah, the opening was cool and it highlights just all the Straw Hats coming together and seeing their backstory and finally that giant.
This is 1,000 episodes you're in.
And finally the giant conclusion showing all of them.
Yeah. On
the rubble, ready to fight.
So I have more to it. So I have somewhere in there before we even the 1000th episode, there was Big Mom versus the Straw Hats. That's when Big Mom appears. And she doesn't care that Kaido killed Orochi, but she's like, everyone's fighting.
But they fight a little bit. And
so then they actually kick her out of, what's it called?
Yeah,
the plaza.
They bowling ball her out of the plaza.
Yamei and Robin. Next, I have, that's after the 1000th episode, that's when Drake appears, and then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna kill someone," and we keep hearing Kobe talk.
Yeah,
and then
so earlier we actually saw that Drake and Kobe talked on Snails, saying that they're part of this secret sword
division. Yeah, sword division in the military. So then I was gonna have that's when Drake is the traitor in Kaido's crew.
Yeah.
And then that also leads to Luffy beating up one of the numbers. I don't remember, Goki. And then,
one of them.
Yeah, and then Drake defeating one of the other members, Juki.
And them forming the alliance. So,
yeah, he's like, please help me.
And everyone's like, don't do it, bro.
He's like, I can't tell you, but...
Yeah, and Luffy's like, all right.
And then Zoro, obviously Zoro the whole time.
He's so mad.
Like, don't trust him.
Until they fight Apu together, and then, and then he's like, okay, I'll let you in.
After that, I have so far. Okay, I have the Akazaya members, the samurai. That's when they fight Kaido. Yeah. So then, the Akazaya members strike Kaido with the Odin's technique.
Odin's two sword style, and actually hit the wound.
Yeah, his scar. Odin left. He's like bleeding even more, and then Kaido's like even having like little flashes of seeing Odin in the samurai, and he's kind of like whoa.
But then he stops playing games and he attacks back.
And then at the end, oh that's right, before. So he starts attacking back because obviously he gets hurt, and then he starts doing the like wind blasts and stuff, and it cuts Kiku's arm.
Yeah, it cuts Kiku's arm,
which was crazy because I was ready for Kiku to lose an arm.
Yeah, I was thinking like, man, I feel like someone's gonna die.
Yeah, and, I remember you said that.
Yeah, and then we see Kiku's arm get cut off. I was like, wow, that's...
Things are getting serious.
Yeah, like, I remember I told Manuel, like, what the heck is One Piece anymore? It was all, like, all cool, bloody. And now it's all bloody, and it's crazy. I was really surprised.
Okay, I'll do this one next. So the next one I have is Big Mom versus Marco. Marco is like, I know how strong you are and dangerous you are to the Straw Hats and everyone else, so I'm gonna stop you here.
Mm-hmm.
So then he stops her, and then at the same time, Carrot and Wanda are fighting Perospero for the revenge of Pedro.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see, like...
It was cool seeing them and, like, all them fight.
Yeah.
And then we get the Ice Onis. Well, a little bit before.
Okay. So I do have that shortly after. But right before that, we have Nami and Usopp versus Page One and Ulti.
Yeah.
That's the funny part when Usopp's doing Nami's voice and he's like, she's gonna beat you up, a lizard. and then Ulti's like, did you just say that? And did you also say that Kaido's gonna be king of the pirates? Because you're wrong. You're just wrong.
It was kind of like sad seeing them get beat up, like really get hurt by these like big people, and then it's just like the week 2 or 3.
Yeah, because after that it's Chopper and the Ice Onis.
But not only that, seeing Nami like almost get forced to say that Luffy's not gonna become the king of the pirates.
No, she's not gonna say that.
And she's all bloody and crying, and she says,
even Usopp's like, lie.
Yeah.
And
she's like, he's gonna become the king of pirates.
Yeah.
And they get away by the introduction
Reintroduction of Otama. Otama comes back with her lion. What's his name? Komachio, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So they save Nami and Usopp, and
they're all beaten up. So then after that's when I have the Ice Onis and Chopper. Yeah. That's when Queen shoots ice bullets and makes everyone turn into ice demons.
The ice plague bullets.
And Chopper's got to stop it. And even Chopper then gets affected.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, we're in trouble.
So now they're fighting Apu for the...
Oh yeah, because
serum.
Queen gives the antidote to...
Apu saying, that's the only one. Now everyone go kill him.
Apu's like, I'm screwed, bro.
Yeah. So seeing that actually makes me wonder, like, they get Apu down later and they get the antidote and they fix everyone. Is everyone just gonna turn on Queen? Like, even Apu? Are they all gonna be like, bro, this guy is just so...
It could.
Yeah.
Because he's crazy.
That's what I feel is gonna happen, is Chopper's gonna cure them all and even gonna have Apu join, and we're all gonna fight Queen.
So after that, I do have... It has to do with the ice demons. That's when Zoro and kind of Drake, they fight Apu. I mean, they're fighting him, but at the end, that's when Zoro goes crazy and he just cuts Apu, and he's like, I'm done playing games.
Yeah, he's done because he sees Kiku's arm, and he's like...
He knows, I gotta hurry to the
He's like, I'm wasting time, I gotta finish Kaido.
Yeah.
So it was crazy seeing Zoro actually get serious and...
Actually cut Apu.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I have Yamato saves Momo from Sasaki. And she also saves Shinobu.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy that Yamato was awakening this like power, and then
what is that?
Yeah, and then they're like, no, you don't gotta do that because General Frankie's here.
And then Frankie appears to save the day.
Yeah,
and then Yamato even takes out one of the numbers before he goes. But it was cool to see Yamato like actually save Momo and Shinobu, because Shinobu's hurt. And
then they go hide in the storage room.
And that's when we get introduced to this mysterious character, Ace.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who he is, but...
he might be dead, we don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen him. But
So right before that, I do have... Because at the same time, we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. So that's when Sanji goes to Black Maria's...
lair,
and then he gets caught in a trap, and she's like, you silly boy.
Yeah. And now he's stuck, and Jinbei's fighting Who's Who.
Jinbei's fighting Who's Who. Frankie's fighting Sasaki, and Sasaki is actually a Triceratops.
Yeah.
Yamato's saving Momo and Shinobu.
Yeah. Marco and everyone at the ground level is trying to fight off this zombie invasion plague. The
plagues. And Chopper's trying to fix it all. Yeah. Luffy's trying to get to the roof. So is Zoro.
Yeah. And then, not only that...
And then Kid, I just thought about this. Kid's randomly finds a poneglyph.
No, that's Law.
Oh,
Law's looking for the red poneglyph. Kid is just trying to get to the roof also. Yeah. And while all this is happening, Kaido is actually using his powers to lift the island.
I didn't even write that. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. He's just lifting the island.
Yeah. So they actually say that he's lifting the island to move it to the capital.
Yes. So it'll be explained more, like in the manga, what he's trying to actually do. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we leave off in the anime.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, the last thing I had was Yamato and Ace, because the last couple episodes.
The last episode
was like it was focused on Yamato and Ace and their friendship, because we did know
their backstory
and how they met.
And we learned that Yamato, although he wanted to go on an adventure with Ace, Ace said, "Wait for my brother, because he's gonna be there."
And also, Yamato has the handcuffs the whole time.
Yeah,
he can't go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere. So that's why Yamato was waiting for Luffy and was super excited when he sees him.
Yeah, that was cool to see, because the whole time Ace was like, "You gotta wait for my brother."
Yeah, my brother is a monster, bro.
Okay, that's all I have written. If we forgot anything, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But so far, now that you're caught up.
Yeah. And so we're going to actually do another video pretty soon about catching up with the manga. I know.
Because I want him to catch up before 1044, I think it is. Because 43 was crazy. Yeah. 44 is about to get even crazier.
Yeah, you were saying that a lot of people are saying don't even go on social media.
Don't look at anything.
Don't look at anything. So I need to catch up, and we'll make another video on that.
So how do you feel though that you finally caught up with the manga, or not the manga, the anime?
It was a journey, you know. It's kind of like a blur thinking about it. Like it happened. I finished in like a couple months. Well,
no, you finished it because you started like late September.
Yeah. So
we'll count till now. So October, November, December, January, February, March. We're in March, so almost 6 months.
But like, it was I loved watching it. Like, I'm kind of sad that I had to start watching it weekly, but I'm super happy that I can finally talk to him about stuff.
Yeah,
he's been wanting,
especially after the manga, like we can actually start talking about certain things.
But he's been wanting me to watch One Piece for the longest time
because he never did.
He has no one to talk to about it. So now we can actually talk and theorize and
talk about the newest episodes, talk about the newest chapters. I mean, just things like that.
So not only that, now that we're caught up with One Piece, we can actually
start other shows. We have to focus on One Piece.
Yeah, we can do recommended shows by you guys. We could suggest anime that we've seen.
Yeah,
like I have some anime that I wouldn't mind sharing.
Yeah,
this guy.
Yeah. You want to recommend?
Yeah, I mean they're anime. They're good anime that I've seen.
Yeah.
But that's all for the video.
That's it for the video, though. Any last words now you're caught up?
No, nothing. Just I'm happy.
All right, make sure you leave a like. Let us know in the comments, because we obviously always forget something. Subscribe to the channel. If you're subscribed, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.